Hello everyone. Say anything to anybody?
Hello.
It's been a long time since I've actually done an official fast. And I remember the last fast I did. I'd have to go back and look at the video. But I think I tried to do a 30-day fast. And I got to 14 days. And I remember getting up and I felt extremely lightheaded. And the next thing I knew, I was on the ground, down on my knee, fell down onto my knees, and that's when I ended the fast that day. And yeah, that was something. I remember trying to stand, and then the next thing I knew, I'm on my knees, and I'm like, okay, time to end this. And so what I decided to do is about a week ago, I just said, you know what? I said I can go to one meal a day, and I can get by on one meal a day. And that's what I started doing. So I would have one meal a day. In fact, I just finished, and I try not to eat till like at least noontime. So I'll have a meal, and that will hold me over. So it's like you have to go the morning without eating, and then the afternoon without eating. And in between you can eat. Last time I wanted to lose some weight, several years ago, and I remember I was like, you know, this is what happens is when you get out of a routine. When I get out of a routine, I don't want to speak for anybody else, when I get out of a routine or stop doing something, I sometimes forget what it was I was doing that was successful. But my brother's funny. He goes, simple, why not just don't eat? And there's a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of truth to that. You probably won't gain weight if you don't have any calories coming in. If you're gaining weight and you're not eating anything, then something's definitely wrong. So a week later, I'm actually back into the pants that I had trouble getting into. I'm now back into them, and they are not tight and they're not loose. So I'm going to basically continue this until these pants are loose. And once these pants are loose, I'll know I'm back at 185 or whatever the weight was. That's it. I try to get my steps in, and I try to use coffee or tea as a meal replacement, and just try to grunt through it. And the one meal a day is doable versus fasting, because the fasting, I'll tell you, fasting 1 or 2 days isn't a problem, but going longer than that, I'll tell you, if I'm doing anything physical, I have a tough time fasting for longer than that. And also, I found that, you know, I haven't been in the mood to write, and I think it's because, you know, I feel hungry. But it's a temporary thing, so we'll grunt through it. So if I get down to, you know, because what happens is as we age, it's harder to, you know, obviously it's a combination of physical exercise and restricting what you eat, and that really does help with weight maintenance, as well as the combination of what you eat, trying to reduce your carbs. Simple carbs especially, sugars, pastas, breads. For me, I found that those have a direct impact on weight gain. You know, I probably could eat 10 pounds of broccoli a day and not worry about gaining weight. You know, for anybody who's aging, I'm sure everybody can appreciate how easy it is to gain weight versus, you know, when you were younger. And the key is not to let it get so far that it takes, like if you're going to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, that's one thing. If you have to lose 40 or 50 pounds, all of a sudden, you know, it becomes overwhelming. There's no doubt in my mind that if I was 185, because the last time I was on a scale, I remember I was at my father's nursing home, and they had one of those giant scales they have people walk onto, and I stepped on that, and it said 204, and I'm like, 204? What? I couldn't even remember the last time I was 204. And I know I went heavier than that. no doubt in my mind. I'm not even going to venture a guess, but I wouldn't be surprised if I gained another 20 pounds above that at my worst this year. Yeah, I was in a very, very dark spot earlier this year. Very dark, and that's, I thank God for, that's one reason why I wanted to get to Mexico, because the weather has such a direct impact on my psyche. Just being out here like this and being able to walk outside. You know, I'd get out and walk in New Hampshire every day, and it just wasn't the same. Just it's like a grind to get up there and go through it. And I think it directly impacts my metabolism as well, being down in these better environments, better climates. So, all right, peace. Hope everybody's doing well. And yeah, I have a very difficult time talking about these type of things. So. This is a test to see if I'm going to regret talking about this stuff or not. All right, cheers, bye. That's it. Take it, man. Take it.